complete works of William Shakespeare, Abridged. And we'd also like to send a very special thank you to the Manger Foundation and all of our sponsors that are listed in your program that helped make tonight possible. In important news, the restrooms are located inside the ABC building and the exits are pretty much all around. My name is Uma Incroci. And it gives me great pleasure to announce that today we are about to attempt a feat that we believe to be unprecedented in the history of Bridgeport civilization. That is, to capture in a single theatrical experience the magic, the genius, the towering grandeur that is the complete works of William Shakespeare. Now, this book weighs about 15 pounds, and we only have about an hour and a half, so that means we have to get through, I don't know, 8 ounces every 6 seconds, so we better get started. And nobody knows more about Shakespeare than the gentleman I'm about to introduce, one of the world's preeminent Shakespearean scholars. He has a certificate of completion from preeminentshakespeareanscholar.com, and he is here tonight to provide the show with a much-needed preface. One of those. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome me in joining Mr. Ian Eaton.
Gentlemen, William Shakespeare, playwright, poet, actor, Stratford's proudest flower, transplanted from the heart of the English countryside to bask in the warmth of London's literary greenhouse. A man who, despite the ravages of male pattern baldness, planted the potent seed of his poetical genius in the fertile womb that is Elizabeth's England, and yet, how much do we, intellectually classic members of the 21st century, truly appreciate the plump fruit of Shakespeare's productive loins?
How much?
Well, let's find out. Alejandro, can we have the house lights, please?
That's our stage manager.
Guys, we're outside.
All right, now you are a theater-going audience with above-average literary sensibility, and yet, may I see by a show of hands, how many of you have seen or read anything by William Shakespeare? Any contact with the bard whatsoever? That's great. That's lovely. Dude, we're screwed.
What? Why?
I think they know more than we do.
You are an eminent Shakespearean scholar.
No, I'm preeminent.
Preeminent.
Hi. Let's see. Oh, all right. How many of you have seen or read All's Well That Ends Well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. All right. Let's see if we have any super eminent Shakespearean scholars here today. How many of you have seen or read King John?
Yeah.
Seen it, read it?
Read it.
Read it. You seen it, read it? Seen it, read it? Okay, you too, seen it, read it? And you, sir, seen it, read it?
I downloaded it.
He downloaded it. Oh, these millennials. Well, would you mind telling the rest of the class and I what it's about?
I don't know, I think it's the one about the hunchback.
No, King John is not about a hunchback, as any preeminent Shakespearean scholar will tell you. King John is about a king named John. Would you mind standing for us, please? Ladies and gentlemen, the whole man, or in Latin, ecce homo.
Ecce who?
Judging by your obvious lack of fluency in Latin, may I presume you've not matriculated?
Not today.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at this man.
Can I sit down?
No. You are going to stand there as a living symbol of a society whose capacity to understand, much less contain, the genius of a William Shakespeare has been systematically sodomized by soap operas, green by reality TV shows, and violently violated by viral videos.
Can I sit down now?
Yeah, sit down. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask you to cast off the cheap thrill of the car chase for the splendor of the sonnet. Exchange the isolation of the iPod for the gentle idols of the I am. Imagine a world where manly men wear pink tights with pride.
Hallelujah!
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 A brave new world where this book
This book?
I said this book can be found in every hotel room in the world. Can I get an amen?
Amen!
Can I get an amen? This is my dream, ladies and gentlemen. And it begins here. Tonight. Join us. I said, join us on this, our quest, our Shakespearean rebellion. Can I get an amen? I said, can I get an amen? All right, then, thank you, Shakespeare, Jesus. And on with the show. And may your God be with you.
Know that no version is complete without a brief biography of William Shakespeare. Ta-da!
Ta-da! Ta-da! Ta-da!
Biography of William Shakespeare.
What is, I don't know anything about William
Just
Shakespeare.
Google it.
Wikipedia, people.
Yeah, just read it. Yeah.
All right, William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was born in 1564 in the town of Stratford. Hey, I'm from Stratford. Stratford upon Avon, Warwickshire, England. Hey, I'm not from there. He was the third of 8 children. He was the eldest son of John Shakespeare, a locally prominent merchant, and Mary Arden, daughter of a Roman Catholic member of the landed gentry. In 1582, he married Anne Hathaway. Cool, I really liked her in Les Mis.
Very different Anne Hathaway.
Oh, sorry. In 1588, he moved to London. Sorry, the Wi-Fi is not really good here. It's not. I'm trying. It's not. Okay, wait. I think it's from now. Okay. So in 1588, he moved to London, where he dictated to his secretary Rudolf Hess his work Mein Kampf, in which he set forth his program for the restoration of Germany to a dominant position in Europe. After reoccupying the Rhineland zone and annexing Austria, Shakespeare invaded Poland on September 1st, 1939. I never knew that. He remained in Berlin when the Russians invaded the city, and he committed suicide with his mistress, Eva Peron, with whom he co-wrote the musical Evita. He's buried in Grant's tomb and is soon expected to announce that he is a Democratic presidential candidate for the United States in 2020. If you have not figured it out yet, I am the third member of this awesome company. My name is Eric Nyquist. Thank you for coming.
And now, without further much ado, we are proud to present the complete works of William Shakespeare. Abridged.
And now a sample from Shakespeare's comedy, As You Like It. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. How many parts must one man play? Well, according to my calculations, there are 1,122 roles in Shakespeare's plays. Way too many. Take, for instance, Romeo and Juliet, a pair of passionate lovers, a meddling nurse, a sympathetic priest, and so on and so on. And so, let us begin our shrinkage and abridgment of Shakespeare's greatest romantic tragedy of Romeo and Juliet. Prologue.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil bestial hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured tedious o'erthrows do with their death bury their current strife. Thank you.
Act 1, Scene 1. Two men in search of imbroglio. For the Capulets, Samson, for Montague, Benvolio. Verona's fragile peace shall be undone, and tragedy begins with the biting of a thumb.
I had a little doggy Mr. James. I took it to the grocery store to buy a
in
cupcake.
the morning. Ooh, I can't stand
I hate him. I hate his dog. I hate them all.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb.
Do you bite your thumb at me, sir?
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I do bite my thumb. Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
Well, if you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
What, no better?
Yes, better.
You lie.
Down with the Montague.
Up yours, Capulet. Oh, oh.
Rebellious subjects!
Oh, no, it's the prince.
Enemies to peace! Throw your mistempered weapons to the ground and hear the sound of your wounded prince. You, Capulet, shall come along with me. Benvolio, come you. Benvolio, come. Benvolio, come you this afternoon to know our father pleasure in this case.
Why, you. Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray. Oh, look! Here he comes now! Coming down the road! Good morrow, Buzz!
Is the day so young?
But who struck 9?
Ay me, sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love.
Out
Out of love?
of her favor, where I am in love.
Alas, that love, so gentle in his view, should be so rough and tyrannous in proof.
Alas, that love, whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will. Oh.
Go ye to the feast of Capulets. There sups the fair Rosaline, whom thou so lovest, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
None fairer than my love.
I hear they have a nice IPA on tap.
Let's go.
Here, hold this.
What am I holding?
Now hie me to the feast of Capulet, where Romeo
Why am I
shall
wearing
meet
a
his
skirt?
Juliet.
Whoa.
Timeless romance.
Why am I wearing a wig?
He'll try to get into Juliet's pants.
No, I'm not playing Juliet.
Gender blind casting, it's 2019.
Yeah, but you should play Juliet.
Find your inner Juliet, Eric.
Oh, she doth teach fortunes to burn bright. Did my heart love till now? Who? Forswear its sight. Where's Uma?
I don't know, but I'm finding my inner Juliet.
For never did I see true beauty until this night. If I do profane with this unworthy hand, this holy shrine, the gentle fine is this, my lips to blushing pilgrims ready stand to smooth that love touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much. Which manly devotion shows us this? For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is Holy Palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, and let my prayers effect I take.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Oh, sin from my lips, trespass sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
No, dude, I don't want to kiss you.
Do it. The sin is good.
I don't care. I don't have enough inner Juliet in me for that. I'm sorry. No. You kiss by the book. Loving mother.
Is she a Capulet? So I fear. The war is my unrest. What are you doing?
The balcony scene.
Oh! But soft, what light from yonder window breaks?
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or if thou wilt not be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet. What's in a name? That which we call a nose by any other would still smell. Oh, Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of me, take all of myself.
I'll take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I shall be newly baptized. Henceforth, never call me Romeo.
What man art thou? Art thou not Romeo? And a Montague?
Neither, fair maiden, if either thee dislike.
Oh, Romeo, doth thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thee at thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. Oh, Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon.
Oh, do not swear by the moon!
Well, what should I swear by?
Well, swear by that lady in the front row right there. Swear by that hat on.
Lady, by yonder blessed virgin I swear.
I'm pretty sure not.
Lady, by yonder blessed lady I swear.
Do not swear at all. Although I take joy in thee, I take no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too sudden, too unadvised, too like the lightning which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. So sweet. Sweet. Yo, sweetie. Romeo! We have a balcony scene. True love forever? That's my man, Jessica. You keep your hands to yourself.
Oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
Oh, what satisfaction canst thou have tonight? Oh, my God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to really get you. Are you okay? Good night, sweet prince. Parting is such sweet sorrow. I'm so sorry.
Lo, Romeo did swoon with love. By Cupid he'd been crippled. But Juliet had a loathsome cuz whose loathsome name was Tybalt.
Romeo! The love I... What? Oh. Romeo! The love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain. Therefore turn and draw.
Tybalt, I do protest. I never injured thee, but love thee more than thou canst divide.
Thou wretched boy, I am for you. Uh-oh. I am slain. Much more quickly than we did it in rehearsal. Thank you. I've already slain.
Moving right along. From Tybalt's death onward, the lovers are cursed, despite the best efforts of friar and
Unharness, you fiery-footed steeds, and bring in cloudy night immediately. Come, civil night, come Romeo, my day and night. Come, gentle night, come, loving, black-browed night. Oh, night. Oh, come. Oh, and bring me my Romeo. Oh, nurse. Move your boots. Oh, nurse, what news?
Alack the day! He's gone! He's killed! He's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo! Whoever would have thought it! Romeo!
What devil art thou, to torment me thus? Hath Romeo slain himself?
Who?
Romeo!
What?
Romeo!
Yeah?
Romeo!
I saw the wound with my own eyes, here in his manly chest.
Is Romeo slaughtered and is Tybalt slain?
And no, Tybalt is slain and Romeo banished. Romeo, that killed Tybalt, is banished.
Oh, did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did. I love the day, it did.
Slain, and I have cramps and that not so fresh feeling. Do you have anything to help me?
Take thou this vial. And this distilled liquor drink thou on, and presently through thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor.
You seem very trustworthy. Oh, I feel a cold and drowsy humor running through my veins.
Excellent.
I see pretty lights. Oh. Uh-oh. I'm so sorry. I feel much better now. No, I don't. Hey, Alejandro.
Uh-huh.
If I'm laying down on the ground like this, can they see me in the back?
No.
Oh. Oh! I feel much better now. No, I don't. Oh!
Oh no, my wife? Oh, that hath taken the honey of thy breath, hath no power yet over thy beauty. Oh, Juliet, why art thou yet so fair?
I don't know.
Oh, here's to my love. Oh, a true apothecary, thy gloves were quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
Okay. Good morning. Where in my true love's hands. It seems that poison had been his untimely death. Oh, churl, drunk all, and left no friendly drop to help me after. Well, then I'll be quick. I'll be very quick. Really, Romeo? That's all? Here is thy sheath, O happy dagger. No! And let me die.
Epilogue! A drowsy peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show its end. Go forth and have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was there a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
Romeo and Juliet are dead.
Wow, that's amazing. We did that in like 12 minutes. Let's see, we got 36 more plays to go, so 36 times 12, that's like 7 hours. Reflex. Okay, we spent way too much time on Romeo and Juliet. But that's cool, because it's a classic. Unlike this next play. Which Shakespeare wrote as a 24-year-old starving artist, desperate for a hit, but too poor to know where his next bender was coming from. That's British for sausage, so don't get excited. No surprise that an obsession with food dominated his first tragedy, the gory, primitive revenge drama Titus Andronicus, that we now present as a daytime talk show.
Now, how many of you have ever had a day where everything just seemed to go wrong? My guests today on Dr. Phil are Mr. Titus Andronicus and his daughter Lavinia. Now, this is a family in turmoil, and we're going to try to help them get over the tragic events that they've recently experienced. Help me welcome them now, will you? Welcome, Mr. Andronicus.
Thank you, Dr. Phil, but I'm having a really lousy day.
Well, why don't you tell us all about it?
Well, I got my left hand chopped off. My sons were killed, my daughter was attacked, she had her tongue cut out, and both of her hands chopped off.
Now, I'm sensing a little bit of anger coming from you about that.
Oh, you're sensing a whole lot of anger about that.
Well, Mr. Andronicus, here's where the rubber meets the road. Anger, if left unchecked, is like a caterpillar sitting on a corn dog in the middle of a hay field.
What the hell are you talking about?
Oh, anger will eat you up unless you do something about it.
Oh, I plan on doing something about it. You see, I'm gonna find this guy. I'm gonna chop him up, put him in my oven, and serve him to his mother at a dinner party.
So you're gonna reach out to make a connection with the other family by inviting them over for dinner. That seems like a wonderful idea. Now, Miss Lavinia, how are you doing today? I'm sensing a little bit of anger from her as well. Well, what do you think about your father's idea to have everybody over for a dinner party?
But I wanted to see a doctor!
A what?
A doctor!
You know, Lavinia, I think one of your problems is you have to learn to verbalize your feelings. You know, Andronicus, I want you to look right into the camera and talk to the man who offended you so much.
Well, right over here?
That's right.
Now, hark, villain. I'll grind your bones down to dust, and of the blood in it I'll make a paste, and of the paste a coffin I will wear, and make a pasty of thy shameful head. Let me go grind those bones down to powder small, and in that hateful liquor temper it, and in that paste let his vile head be baked.
So what you're saying is you're going to use baking to relieve your personal pain. What do you think of that idea, Lavinia?
What did you say, doctor?
Oh, what? That's right! I'm Dr. Phil! You know, Mr. Andronicus, I think you can see your daughter seems to be crying out for help. Maybe instead of worrying about your baking obsession, you should be helping her to heal both mentally and physically.
Really? Oh, well, thank you so much for your advice. As a matter of fact, as a token of my appreciation, I'd like to give you this pie.
Well, that's nice of you. Should I try it?
Yeah, give it a bite.
Oh, well, that's delicious. What is that, chicken?
Chicken? Oh, it's a specialty of mine. I like to call human meringue pie.
Human, wait, what now?
Oh, it's finger licking good. Well, that's all the time we have for Dr. Phil. Why don't you tune in tomorrow when he has to counsel all of the people that came to my dinner party. Good night and good eating.
Inexplicably, it was the biggest hit of Shakespeare's career, which allowed Shakespeare, who was now swimming in sausages, that's American for beggars, so don't get excited. It allowed him to broaden his artistic horizons. Compare the immaturity of Titus Andronicus with the complex subtleties of the human condition explored in his dark and brooding tragedy, Othello, the Moor of Venice. Speak of me as I am.
Let nothing extenuate.
What are you doing? I'm playing Othello.
No, I'm playing Othello.
No.
I memorized the whole thing.
You guys did Julius. You're gonna do Othello.
To Othello. No, Ian, we're having an argument. This has nothing to do with you. I have to play Othello. Othello's a guy.
You play
Yeah,
Julius.
okay, guys, please. Othello is probably the only person of color written into Shakespeare's entire canon, so I thought maybe I'd give it a shot. I don't know.
Othello's black?
Here's the book.
I read it. I didn't see that anywhere.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Othello, the Moor of Venice.
Right, that means he knows where to tie up his boat.
Yes, and in Elizabethan time, a Moor was anyone of sub-Saharan African descent.
Oh, you know what? You should probably play Othello then.
Well, I can try.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Feels good. You guys know this? Come on, you got it.
All right, not too loud. Tell me a story. Now, here's a little story about a brother named Othello. He liked white women and he liked living cello. But Uncle Iago became a menace because he didn't like Othello, the fresh Moor of Venice.
More of Venice, fresh, more of Venice.
More of Venice, fresh,
Say it with me.
more of Venice, fresh, more of Venice. More of Venice. All right, we go.
Now, Othello got married to Desdemona, but he took her for the wars and he left her all alone.
It was a Mona. Left her all alone.
He didn't write a letter and he didn't telephone her. Othello loved him like a goddess loved him.
And Desi loved Othello because he had a big sword. Sword, of course.
He won no wars because he had a big sword. That was a close one.
There we go.
Now, Iago had a friend that was clever and slick. He was crafty.
He was fine.
He was sort of a
Sword.
Yeah, right.
What
something by the name of Cassio.
Yeah, but plans on being Desdemona's hanky.
So Othello gets a kidnapping hanky-panky!
While among fighting, commanding an army are Desi and Cass playing hide the salami. Salami, 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 everybody else,
So he comes back home and smothers her face!
and thinks she pulled it off without a case.
But who's that knocking? It's Amelia at the door.
Who we met way back in Expo! Who says,
Yo, honey, she wasn't no hoe. She was virginal.
so what you have to
Go and make her face turn blue.
It's true.
It's true. So
What you gonna do?
So Othello says,
Man, this is getting scary. Pulls out his blade and commits Harry Carey.
he ever got off on a technicality.
It's not a good thing to teach the kids depravity.
Never was a story of a guy more jealous than that of Othello. The fresh, more famous, more famous, fresh, more famous,
Come on,
more famous, fresh, more famous, fresh, more famous, more famous, fresh, more famous.
I'm pretty sure it was a good idea to have you play Othello.
Well, I had a lot of great help.
Okay, enough of these tragedies. It's time for comedy! All right, after the comedies, we have a game. And our lovely assistant Patrick is coming out, and he has a bucket. And inside this bucket are the names of all of Shakespeare's comedies. He's gonna come around, you guys help him out, pick one out of the hat, shout it out, and we're gonna do an abbreviated version of it. And you might start to notice some similarities because in the end, Shakespeare really only had about 5 plots.
Yeah, I get confused by the comedies. Like, what's the one where there's twins and they are shipwrecked on an island and the girl dresses up like a boy and then there's a big wedding at the end?
All of them.
That's why I get confused.
Yeah.
All right, we might get confused here. Let's see, what do we got?
Good choice! These ones are you.
All right, this one's for that little girl right here. Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a big monsoon that Prospero created to revenge his brother's coup. His brother's mates were overthrown from the ship that they did sail. They ended up upon the shore that Tempest didn't fail.
That tempest didn't fail.
With Ferdinand, Miranda too, and Caliban in the cave,
More!
and Ariel, the professor and Marianne, he was Prospero's isle. You got that one? All right.
Come, you wasp. Faith, you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my stick.
My remedy then is to pluck it out.
Oh, if the fool could find it where it lies.
Oh, who knows not where a wasp does wear his sting? In his tail? Ooh.
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours if you talk of tails, and so farewell.
What? With my tongue in your tail?
Ladies and gentlemen, Shakespeare's dirtiest joke.
Taking out the shoe.
12 times.
Give me props. Props.
Props are good. Let's see. Twin siblings separated at sea.
Oh no, I've landed on this strange shore, and there's only one thing to do in Shakespeare when you land on a strange shore. Dress like a boy! Oh, excuse me, sir. I'm a boy. My name is Rosario, and I'm like a dog.
Oh, Soria, you can have a job as my messenger. I want you to give this letter of love to my love, Olivia.
Oh, is it me or is he kind of hot? Olivia! Hello, I'm a boy. My name is Cesario, and I have a letter from my boss for you.
What boss? You're hot. Cesario.
I'm so Cesario. My name is not Cesario.
Of course you are. I recognize you by your hat. Do you want to get married?
Excuse me, boss, but your lady love actually got married to my twin brother. But in good news, I'm a girl. Want to get married?
Hubba.
Wedding!
Music.
Dancing! Celebrate a great good time. Come on! I'm Mistress Page.
I'm Mrs. Quigley.
I'm Mr. Spoon.
And we're the Merry Wives of Windsor. Merry Wives of Windsor. Resolved. If any man be seen to talk to a woman within the term of 3 years, he shall face such public shame as the rest of the court can possibly devise. Promise?
Promise. These are barren tasks, too hard to keep, not to see ladies. Forget that.
Love's labor's lost. I saw that one like every 5 years at CFS, so I know. No! I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Well, hence get thee gone, and follow me.
Good evening, Bridgewater! And welcome to Connecticut Free Shakespeare and this evening's performance of the complete works of William Shakespeare, Abridged. And we'd also like to send a very special thank you to the Manger Foundation and all of our sponsors that are listed in your program that helped make tonight possible. In important news, the restrooms are located inside the ABC building and the exits are pretty much all around. My name is Uma Incroci. And it gives me great pleasure to announce that today we are about to attempt a feat that we believe to be unprecedented in the history of Bridgeport civilization. That is to capture in a single theatrical experience the magic, the genius, the towering grandeur that is the complete works of William Shakespeare. Now, this book weighs about 15 pounds, and we only have about an hour and a half, so that means we have to get through, 8 ounces every 6 seconds, so we better get started. And nobody knows more about Shakespeare than the gentleman I'm about to introduce, one of the world's preeminent Shakespearean scholars. He has a certificate
transplanted from the heart of the English countryside to bask in the warmth of London's literary greenhouse. A man who, despite the ravages of male-pattern baldness, planted the potent seed of his poetical genius in the fertile womb that is Elizabeth's England. And yet, how much do we, intellectually flaccid members of the 21st century, truly appreciate the plump fruit of Shakespeare's productive loins?
How much?
Well, let's find out. Alejandro, can we have the house lights, please?
That's our stage manager.
Guys, we're outside.
All right, yeah.
All right. Now, you are a theater-going audience with above-average literary sensibility, and yet, may I see by a show of hands, how many of you have seen or read anything by William Shakespeare? Any contact with the bar whatsoever? That's great. That's great. That's lovely. Dude, we're screwed.
What? Why?
I think they know more than we do.
You are an eminent Shakespearean scholar.
No, I'm pre-eminent.
Pre-eminent.
Hi. Let's see. Oh, all right. How many of you have seen or read All's Well That Ends Well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. All right. Let's see if we have any super eminent Shakespearean scholars here today. How many of you have seen or read King John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seen it, read it?
Read it.
Read it, read it. You've seen it, read it? Seen it, read it? Okay, you too, seen it, read it? And you, sir, seen it, read it?
I downloaded it.
He downloaded it. Oh, these millennials. Well, would you mind telling the rest of the class and I what it's about?
I don't know, I think it's the one about the hunchback.
No, King John is not about a hunchback, as any preeminent Shakespearean scholar will tell you. King John is about a king named John. Would you mind standing for us, please? Ladies and gentlemen, the whole man, or in Latin, ecce homo.
Ecce who?
Judging by your obvious lack of fluency in Latin, may I presume you've not matriculated?
Not today.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at this man.
Can I sit down?
No. You are going to stand there as a living symbol of a society whose capacity to...
Which one is this?
I know you can't tell.
I know, it's amazing. All right. Good servant, please hold my water bottle. I will need it later.
Good servant, please hold my diary. I will need it later.
La 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 la. Ah, good servant, I recognize you by your hat. Please give me my water bottle. Then what? This is not my water bottle. What have you done with my water bottle?
Good servant, I recognize you by your hat. I need my diary. What? This isn't my diary. Where is my diary?
Where is it? Yeah. Hey, twins, switch places. Quickly.
My water bottle.
My diary.
My twin.
My twin?
My twin.
My twin.
All's well that ends well.
Tragedies.
Actually, there isn't a tragedy that really just cracks me up. The Scottish play.
What did that make you ask?
Scottish. Oh, the Scottish play. You mean Macbeth? I was just gonna say Macbeth. Macbeth. Why can't I say the name of the play?
Because it's
Cursed.
Why you can't say this bad luck to see you do that play unless you're in a theater, unless you're performing it.
literally in a theater, and we sort of are performing it, and besides, the play has nothing to do with Scottish at all.
Eric, you have to imagine the heather rippling on the highlands and a cold summer breeze wafting up your kilts as you're standing in the alley outside the cold.
Good idea. Taking kilts, whiskey.
Vomit! Ugh.
No.
Vomit!
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to do for you our authentically Scottish version of
Macbeth!
Double toil and trouble.
Oh, come ye, imperfect mock speaker, tell me more.
Beware, Macbeth! No man of woman born shall harm Macbeth till the wood comes to
Oh, that's their pit. Then Macbeth McNee but I McFair of Macbeth.
See you, Jimmy, and know that Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely wrecked. What do you think of that?
I didn't like it, but I support a woman's right to choose. Leon Haggis breath.
Aye, Macbeth, he murdered me wife, he murdered me wee bairns, and he did toad in me soup.
I didn't you?
Aye, you did. I had to throw half of it away. Come on, Macbeth. See where the cursed usurper's head lies. Aye, Macbeth, yours is out the windy. And know that never was a story of more blood and death than that of Mr. and Mrs. Macbeth. Thank you.
Meanwhile, in ancient Rome, Julius Caesar was a much beloved tyrant. All hail Julius Caesar!
Buonasera Romani! Sono io, l'imperatore Giulio Cesare! Hail, citizen!
Who was warned by a soothsayer,
Beware the Ides of March.
but Julius Caesar did not heed the warning.
What the hell are the Ides of March?
March 15th.
Why, that's today!
Uh-oh.
Friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears.
Your ears?
Stop it. I come not to bury Caesar, so let's bury him already and get on to my show, Antony.
And Cleopatra. What is that an ass I see before me? Come, thou venomous wretch. Oh, oh no. Oh, oh no.
Eric, what are you doing?
I'm acting.
You have this really bizarre notion that all of Shakespeare's tragic heroines wear really ugly wigs and vomit on the audience.
It's an interpretation.
Barfing is not an interpretation.
Eric, Antony Cleopatra has nothing to do thriller about political maneuvering across the ancient Mediterranean.
Oh, really? And it's one of his trans-global plays, is it? I thought there was only one trans-global play. Two mobile kinsmen.
No, Eric, that's too noble, kinsman.
Yeah, I know, but nobody here's ever seen or heard of it, so what does it matter?
Well, that's because Two Noble Kinsmen falls into the category of Shakespeare's plays. That's neither tragedy, comedy, or history. And some experts refer to it as the problem plays, or in some circles, the obscure plays, or the lesser plays, or just the bad plays. Not all of them are without merit. In fact, some of them are pretty good. Take, for instance, Troilus and Cressida. I write about it in my unpublished manuscript about Shakespeare. It's called I Love My Willie. It's big. It's long. It's uncut.
Oh, God.
And I have been hammering away at it for years. Let me whip it out for you. My manuscript?
What else do you have in there?
My library card. Oh, some jelly beans. You want one?
No.
Okay. Troilus and Cressida was written in 1603 and published in quarto in 1604. And even though this first folio edition is 166 lines longer than the second edition, it is still in much
Exactly what Turks gets off from Shakespeare wasn't so boring.
Yeah, like the second you said the word manuscript, our whole row fell asleep. No, I'm really sorry, Ian. It's just that I promised these people we would not do dry, boring, vomitless Shakespeare.
You don't even know those people.
That is not true. I know them very well since I've been out here. I mean, this guy here, this is Henry. He drove like 7 minutes. Seriously. And this is Susan. Susan's had to go to the bathroom since we started. Sorry that I'm sharing this. But she's got a phobia of public bathrooms. So she's holding it until the end. You hold it, Susan. You hold it.
Thank you, Susan.
Oh. And this guy here, Jack. His girlfriend told him they were going to see Wicked on Broadway, and he was wicked lied that wicked pissed that he was lied to.
So what's your point?
My point is, I love these people, and I don't want to see them get turned off to Shakespeare like when I was in school, when we were studying Shakespeare. All I was doing was looking out the window at the kids playing soccer, and I kept thinking, why can't Shakespeare be more like sports?
Sports?
What do you mean?
Like sports are like engaging and exciting. Like take the histories, right? You've got all these kings, and they're all running around and taking the crown one from the other. It's sort of like football, only with a crown instead of a football.
Oh, they are kind of similar, aren't they?
I think I got a whistle in here somewhere.
It's next to the jelly beans.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Let's kick some royal butt. Okay. 25, 42, Richard III, Henry IV, Part 1, Part 2.
And the crown is stuck to Richard II, the well-spoken 14th century monarch. He's fading back, looking for an air downfield, but oh, there's a heavy push from King John.
My drop splash things downward.
Oh, the crown is up in the air, and Henry VI comes up with it.
Victory is mine.
Oh, and he's immediately hit by King John. Oh no, he's cutting Henry VI into 3 parts. That's gotta hurt. This could be the end of the War of the Roses cycle.
And it looks like King John is in the clear.
My soul hath held our room.
He's at the 40.
Yeah.
He's at the 30.
Yeah.
He's at the 20. Oh, he's poisoned at the 10-yard line. It looks like he's out for the game. Taking his place, number 72, King Lear.
So Brandon and Goneril, hand off my kingdom. Cordelia, you go long.
There's a penalty marker. Fictional character on the field. Lear is disqualified. And he's not happy about it.
Bastard!
Next Next up is that father and son team of Prince Henry IV and Prince Hal. Quarterback is under center, he takes the snap. Hands off to the hunchback, and oh, it looks like Richard III is having a little trouble with his limp today. There's a problem on the field.
And Henry VIII comes up with it. He's at the 15. He's at the 10. He stops at the 5-yard line and chop off his wife's head.
Who's your daddy?
Touchdown, Red Rose. You guys believe this is the beginning of the Tudor dynasty?
Henry V, Richard III, the whole royal family is freaking absurd. House lights up, please.
Guys, we're still outside.
Hey, of course. What you doing?
I'm just checking. I think we've done them all.
Really?
Yeah, we did the histories just now as a football game.
Yeah, the comedies we did with the audience's help.
Titus and Andronicus we did as Dr. Phil.
Romeo and Juliet we
Yeah,
did.
Julius Caesar.
We wrapped up Othello. Lear we just did in the football game.
Right.
Macbeth we did with Scottish accents.
Right.
What about Antony and Cleopatra?
Yeah, I puked on that guy over there.
Coriolanus?
Oh, let's skip that one.
Why?
I don't like the anus part. I have a colonoscopy coming up next week and it's a little close to home.
Okay, let's skip the anus play.
All right.
And that's it. That's it. We've done it all.
Oh,
Nice job.
Yes, we're done.
Hey, guys.
Hamlet.
Man.
Shakespeare didn't write Hamlet.
Of course we did.
Oh, what's it about?
It's about a prince that's so confused because his uncle murders his father.
No, dude, that's the Lion King.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, 36 plays down, 1 to go. For what is perhaps the greatest play ever written in the English language.
Ian, listen. Like, Hamlet's this really serious, important play, right? Yeah, I'm not up for it.
Why?
But the football game took a lot out of me. I mean, I'm trained both physically and mentally.
We just have to do it.
The name of the show is The Complete Works of William Shakespeare.
All right, so we'll call it The Complete Works of William Shakespeare, except Hamlet.
Oh, that sounds ridiculous.
Eric, I bet that your new bestie's out here would like to see you people.
Thanks a lot. Thanks for having my back, my friend. All right. We'll do Hamlet.
Right.
As a two-person play. I'm
What?
hold on. All I have in the world. All right. Give me some space.
All right. Now, our scene begins with 2 guards, right? Okay, so we're going to need 2
Okay,
guards.
we're going to need to
Now,
get out of here.
what? Come back here, you Shakespeare weenie!
Guys! What's the difference between a cocktail lounge and an elephant fart? One's a bar room and the other's a barroom!
No. Ian, I'm not.
Guys, don't let me help! Did you hear about the light bulb party? It was pretty lit!
This is not funny. I'm calling equity. No.
My jokes are terrible! What did one snowman say to the other? I don't know about you, but I smell carrots.
After further consideration, I've decided we'll do Hamlet. On one condition.
What's the condition?
I have to go to the bathroom really bad. No, seriously, I do.
Well, I bet everybody else does too, because it's time for intermission.
Oh, all right. So, everybody, here's what's going to happen. We're going to go pass out backstage for about 10 minutes. And during that time, our crew, who's really awesome, they've been helping us get changed and handing us our props and everything, they're going to come out with buckets. And I know it's going to get free Shakespeare, but it's actually not free to produce theater. And we'd like you to be very generous if you can be. Whatever you can put in that bucket tonight will really help the cause, and we really appreciate whatever you can afford. Okay? And meanwhile, our crew is multi-talented. They're going to be singing some songs, a little sing-along at intermission, and so we hope you enjoy that. The bathrooms are in this building and to the left, and we will see you in about 10 minutes because it is intermission! All right, great job, everybody. Great job. Hey, let's give a hand to our crew. They're awesome, and they sang for you. All right, well, I hope you all had a great intermission. I hope you threw like $1,000 in the bucket. Not each, just like all together. And I hope that you relieved yourself if you needed to, because we are at the end of intermission. And now, we're really excited because we're going to get to do Hamlet for you. Do you want to see Hamlet? I said, do you want to see Hamlet? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? That's really fun to do that. So, now I'm going to get you excited my way. All right, follow me. Here we go. Ready? H-E-L-M-E-T. H-E-L-M-E-T. Come on. H-E-L-M-E-t. H-E-L-M-E-t. What's it spell?
Helmet. That's all right. No.
I totally meant to do that. I wear a helmet in the next scene, and I was reminding myself to wear a helmet. Helmet.
All right, where were we, folks? 36 plays down, 1 to go. Alejandro, could you help us set the scene for possibly the greatest play ever written in the English language? Hamlet. Hamlet, the tragedy of the Prince of Denmark. The place, Denmark. The time, midnight. 2 guards enter.
Who's there?
Hey, answer me! Stand and unfold yourself!
Nothing the king!
Bernardo?
King! Oh, 'tis now struck 12. Get me to bed, Fellatio.
Horatio. For the 150th time, my name is Horatio. For this week, much thanks.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Guard me, Horatio. It will be Stokes.
What art thou? By heaven, I charge thee, speak. 'Tis gone.
It was about to speak when the cock crew.
Break we up our watch. And by my advice, let us impart what we have seen tonight unto Hamlet, Prince of Denmark.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt, thaw, and resolve itself into a dew. That it should come to this, my father, but 2 months dead, so loving to my mother. Frailty, thy name is woman, yes, I'm talking to you. My mother, married to my uncle, my father's brother. The funeral baked meats, yet coldly furnish the marriage tables.
My lord,
Horatio! Methinks I see my father.
where, my lord?
In my mind's eye, Horatio.
My lord, I think I saw him yesternight.
Saw who?
The king, your father.
Huh? The king, my father? Where was this?
Upon the platform where we watched.
'Tis strange. I will watch. Perchance we'll walk again when the night will come.
That was quick.
The air bites shrewdly here. It is very cold. Oh,
Oh, my lord, look at that.
state of Denmark?
Mark me!
Speak! I am bound to hear.
So art thou to revenge when thou shalt hear. If ever thou didst thy dear father love, revenge his foul and most unnatural murder.
Murder!
Murder!
The serpent that did sting thy father's life now wears his crown.
My uncle!
Your uncle!
Let not the royal bed of Denmark become a couch for incest.
Uncle!
Couch!
Adieu, Hamlet! Remember me!
This is strange, my lord.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, that are dreamt of in your philosophy. So, get out of here. I shall think meet to put an antic disposition on. I'm going to act crazy. Oh, dreadful spite, if ever I were born to exit right.
Neither a borrower nor a lender be.
Oh, how now, Ophelia, what's the matter?
Daddy, as I was sewing in my closet, Lord Hamlet, with his doublet all embraced, no hat upon his head, pale was his shirt, and with his knees knocking together, and with a look so piteous and purport, as if he'd been loosed out of hell to speak of horrors. He comes before me.
Mad for thy love?
Daddy, I know not.
This is the very ecstasy of love. I have found the cause of Hamlet's lunacy, and as brevity is the soul of wit, I will be brief. What were we talking about?
Hamlet!
Oh, he's mad. Oh, look where the poor wretch comes reading. Oh, put that away. Go away. Go away. Oh, how doth my good Lord Hamlet?
Well, God of mercy.
Dost thou know me, my lord?
Oh, well, thou art a fishmonger.
What is it thou reads, my lord?
Oh, words.
Though this is madness, yet there be method in it.
Daddy, the players are here, and they want to do the famous thing to play, and I don't know what that is, so you better come quickly.
My lord?
I will have the players play something like the murder of my father before mine uncle. I'll observe his looks, and if he do but blench, I know my course. The play's the thing wherein I'll catch the conscience of the king. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whether 'tis nobler in the mind to suffer the slings and arrows of outrageous fortune, or to take arms against the sea of troubles and by opposing end them, to die, to sleep, perchance to snooze, perchance to take a nap. I can't do this. I can't do this. I'm not going to do this.
Dude, what's the matter?
No.
Put up your speech.
They're laughing at me.
No, they're not laughing at you. They're laughing adjacent to you.
The lady with the camera right there was laughing at me.
Alejandro, do we have the house lights right, everybody, now we're gonna have to skip the to be or not to be speech.
It's the most famous speech in all of Shakespeare.
It's overrated.
Overrated?
Yeah, I mean, look, Hamlet's talking about killing his uncle, right? And then all of a sudden, he's talking about killing himself. I mean, where did that come from? It totally weakens his character.
It makes it more complex. The layers give it meaning.
The layers make it sucky. No, I'm serious. Like all these long speeches in Shakespeare, they got all these big words, and the characters don't know what they're saying, and the audience certainly doesn't know what it's about. Like for instance, that one, I have of late, but wherefore I know not, lost all my mirth. Forgone all custom of exercise, and indeed it goes so heavily with my disposition that this goodly frame, the earth, seems to me a sterile promontory. This most excellent canopy, the air, this brave o'erhanging firmament, this majestic roof fretted with golden fire. Why, it appears to me no other thing than a foul and pestilent congregation of faith. What a piece of work is man! How noble in reason, how infinite in faculty, in form and moving, how express and admirable, in action, how like an angel, in apprehension, how like a god, the beauty of the world, the paragon of animals. And yet to me, what is this quintessence of dust? Man delights not me.
Beautiful, man.
What? Yeah, you see, that speech is emotional and intellectual. The two can live side by side. Hamlet's got layers, Ophelia's got layers.
I've got layers.
I think I get it. I think I get it. So like these characters are doing stuff inside, right? So like in the get into a nunnery scene, I bet Ophelia is thinking things and feeling things at the exact same time.
Yeah, women are complex.
That explains so much. I think I get it now. But will they get it?
You know, Eric, you're actually having a rare moment of lucidity.
What?
We need someone to help the audience to understand what's going on in Ophelia's head.
I'll get one of my best friends to do it.
Hey, wait, no, we can't just bring up some strange person to play Ophelia's brain.
Hey, she is not a strange person. She is my best friend. Oh, listen. That's going to be really confusing. Hey, can we call you Alejandro? All right, Alejandro's going to help us out. All right? Thank you so much. Everybody meet Alejandro, my best friend. Hey, Alejandro, can you please the audience see them? Can you wait? Okay, all right, so here's what's happening, Alejandro. Ian's going to explain it because I'm still a little fuzzy myself.
Okay, great. It's simple, Alejandro. You will be playing Ophelia's subconscious. And she's so confused and she's so mixed up that everything comes out when you scream.
Okay, I'm going to explain it a little bit better. Okay, so we're going to do the famous get into a nunnery scene. It's a breakup scene. Hamlet gets all worked up and he comes to Ophelia and he's like, I don't want to see you anymore, and you should never get married, and you should go live in a nunnery. So when he says get me to a nunnery, of course, he just wants to let out a scream.
Right, so I'm going to go over here and say get you to a nunnery and you scream. But not yet. Let me get into character. All right, I'm ready. You ready? Ready? All right, here we go. Get thee to a nunnery! Whoa! Subtext.
Now, subtext is what actors use when they really want their performances to be deep. Because you see, there's the text, and then there's the subtext. It's deep. It's complex. And in fact, we're going to break up the subtext, but I also need one more helper from the audience. Let's see, let's see.
I see a wrist injury, so maybe a slow run around her would be better. You're okay? All right.
Okay, awesome. All right, are you ready? Go!
Go.
All right.
Yeah!
Wave your good arm. Wave your good arm.
All right, now I'm going to break everyone up into 3 sections. This is going to be section number 1. This middle aisle right here will be section number 2. And here and all the way over will be section number 3.
Section number 3 is exciting.
Now, section number 1, we are small but mighty, right? Yeah. Okay, now we will be representing Ophelia's sexual desire. So I need to see a lot of shoulder movement, okay? This is what we're going to be saying. We're going to say, hubba, hubba, Hamlet. Hubba, hubba. Do you know with me? Hubba, hubba, Hamlet. Hubba, hubba. One more time. Hubba, hubba, Hamlet. And you keep doing that until I tell you to stop. Great job.
All right, section 2, you're mine. Let's hear it, section 2. All right, section 2. We are going to represent the confusion that Ophelia's feeling because she's not really sure if Hamlet's crazy or if he's just acting it or if he's really mad at her, so she's really baffled. So we're going to do that by putting our arms in the air. Yeah, that's great. And swaying side to side and saying, maybe, maybe not. Maybe, come on. Maybe, come on. Maybe, and then I will say stop like that. Do the best with the cat. Awesome.
We're going to represent the part of Ophelia that's like, enough, Hamlet, I want a commitment. So when I point to you, you're going to put your hands in the air like this, and you're going to go, if you like it, then you should. Together, ready? If you like it, then you should. If you like it, then you should put a ring on it. Awesome, perfect.
Hey, now, Alejandro, I hope you're paying attention because we've stopped the whole show sort of for you. Wow! It's very exciting here at Bridgeport. So, when we get that going, and the runner is running, and you're doing, and we're doing maybe, maybe not, and you're doing, we're going to give you the sign to stop, which is, and when we do that, I need all 3 sections, section 1, section 2, section 3. Every man, woman, and child, and even the UB security guard in the back. I need everybody to point at Ophelia's subconscious and say the cue line, get thee to a nunnery. And that is when she is going to let out that scream. And we really got to help her, all right? Here we go, ready? And we go, stop! Get thee to a nunnery! Okay, that was good. So really yell it, ready? Here we go, we're all doing our things and we go, stop! Get me to a nunnery! And at that moment, Meryl Streep, you let out a scream to end all screams. Does everybody know their parts? Yeah. Let's do this.
Section 1, go! Hubba, hubba, Hamlet. Hubba, hubba, Hamlet. Go! Hubba, hubba, Hamlet. 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 Hubba, hubba, Hamlet.
Stop! Get me to a nunnery! I love subtext.
Okay. Let's get back to Hamlet. Act 3, Scene 2, the pivotal play within a play scene, where Hamlet discovers conclusive evidence that his uncle murdered his father.
The actors. Now speak the speech trippingly on the tongue. Suit the action to the word, and to the word, the action. Will my lord hear this piece of work?
Aye, my lord. and the king too presently. Bum, 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 bum.
How now? How does my cousin Hamlet and my son?
A little more than kin and less than kind.
My lord, will you take a seat?
Very well. Let's take a look out here. You, stand up. The king wishes to park his royal robe.
There's
Stand
seats
up.
available
Stand
over
up right
here.
here. You can hold my cup. Yeah, stand right here in the last. Thank you.
My lord, Denmark Free Shakespeare is proud to present The Murder of Gonzalo.
A puppet show. I love a wacky puppet show.
My lord, Act 1.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. Your Highness, Your Highness,
No intermission!
How does my lord like to play?
The lady protests too much, methinks. Ha, 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 ha. You get it? Ha, ha, ha. She gets it.
My lord, Act 2.
Gesundheit. Ha, ha, ha. I'm on fire.
You're on something.
Dun, 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 dun. Shoo, shoo. Dun, dun. Shoo, shoo. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Give me your crown.
Before the plague wipes away.
I bet £1,000 the ghost spoke the truth.
My lord, the queen would see you in her closet.
Then I will see the queen in her closet.
Behind the arras I'll convey myself to watch the whole process.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy uncle much offended.
Mother, my father, thou hast much offended.
Oh, what wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me.
Help! Help!
How now, a rat?
No! That will hurt!
Dead for a ducat. Dead.
How now, Hamlet? Where's Polonius?
At supper.
At supper where?
Not where he eats, but where he's eaten.
Ha-ha!
Oh no, it's Laertes,
Son of Polonius!
brother to Ophelia.
And a steppy dresser!
I am Laertes, son of Polonius, brother to Ophelia. Thou vile king, give me my father.
He's dead!
I'll be revenged for my father Polonius' death. What is that sound I hear? What is that sound I hear? Ophelia? Oh, let me feel ya on the stage here, Ophelia. Ophelia, I wish I was on stage with Ophelia. Oh, my dear, sweet, equine sister Ophelia.
I'm mad! I'm out of my tiny little mind! Oh, here's a riddle for you. Here's a rose here, and oh, I would have given you violets, but they withered all when my father died!
Ophelia.
Oh.
Yeah, go with it, go with it. Yeah, I know, but Shakespeare didn't write anything else for her.
What happens to her?
She drowns. Ophelia, Laertes, how shall I show my father's son in deed more than in word?
Here I go!
Laertes, to cut his throat in the church. And to be sure of it, I will use a poison. And I'll make sure it's such a poisonous poison that it will be sure to poison whoever it poisons.
This skull had a tongue in it once and could sing, and then came the keto diet. Alas, poor Yorick, I knew thee well, but soft, here comes the queen. Couch me a while and mark.
Oh, sweet Ophelia, my sister, lay her in the earth, and from her fair and unpolluted flesh may violets spring.
Sweets to the sweet.
Hold off the earth a while, until I have once again caught her in my arms. Oh, no.
What is he whose grief bears such an emphasis? It is I, Hamlet, the great Dane. My Ophelia!
My Ophelia!
My Ophelia!
My Ophelia!
Gentlemen! Hamlet! Laertes! My Ophelia!
The devil take thy soul!
I will fight with him until my eyelids no longer wag, until the cat mews and the dog will have his day. Give us the boils.
Come, one for me.
Now be careful, those are sharp.
House coffee, good to the last drop.
Yeah, come, sir.
Come, my lord.
Yeah, click, clack,
Swish, go.
One.
No.
Judgment.
A very palpable hint.
What are you wearing?
Layers. Now, Hamlet, here's to thy health. Drink of this poison cup.
Nay, set it by a while, uncle, father, mother, whatever you are.
Come again, my lord.
Click,
Click. Swish, go.
Another hint. What say you?
A touch, I do confess it.
The queen carouses to thy fortune, Hamlet.
Do not drink, madam.
I will, my lord. I pray you pardon me.
That is the poison cup. And oh, it's too late.
Come for the third, Laertes.
Right, my lord. Oh, you need this. Click. Swish. Ha ha. Oh no.
How goes the queen?
She swoons to see thee bleed.
No, it is the drink. The drink. I am poisoned.
Oh, villainy and treachery. Seek it out.
It is here, Hamlet. Here I lie, stand, never to move again. Hamlet, I can no more. The king's to blame.
What? The point in venom too? Then venom to thy work, thou incestuous, murderous, cross-dressing Dane. Follow my mother.
justly done in by my own treachery.
Having freed thee of it, I follow thee. You, that the pay and tremble at this chance, that are but mutes an audience to this act. If ever thou didst hold me in thy hearts, absent thee from felicity a while, and in this harsh world draw painful breath to tell my story. The rest is silence. I can do better than that. I can do better than that. No. Oh, look. Wait, don't stop me. Don't stop me. No. Silence. I can do better than that. Whoa! Splat! Stand back, ma'am. Stand back. Silence.
One more, don't you? One more. Au revoir. I think we need this probably. All right, so here's what's going to happen. We're going to attempt to do Hamlet in 45 seconds. Yeah. Oh, you don't think we can do it, huh? You go? Oh, ye of little faith, you just watch. We're going to do Hamlet in 45 seconds. So what that means is there's going to be props flying all over the place. We're going to do costume changes right in front of you. And we're going to be switching characters like left and right. What you need to know is that Ian, Uma, and I are trained professionals. So kids, don't try this at home. Try it at a friend's house. It's fine. Here we go.
Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt.
My lord, I think I saw your father yesterday.
With the night were come.
Boo!
Something brought me to the state of Denmark.
Revenge, my bird!
My lord, this is strange.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, so get out of here. To me or not to me, that is the question.
Good, my lord!
Get thee to another area. Now speak the speech, trippingly on the tongue.
Triple! Get over the plane!
I bet £1,000 ago spoke the truth. Now, mother, what's the matter?
That will not murder me! Help!
Help! Help!
How now, a rat?
Oh, that hurt.
Then for a ducat. dead.
How now? Where's Polonius?
Ah, supper.
Where?
Dead.
Ah!
Oh, sweet Amelia!
Alas, poor Yorick! What's up? Here comes the queen.
Where in the earth?
Sweet, sweet, sweet.
Hold off the earth?
It is I, Omelet, the cheese fingers. Get out of my view.
Double take thy soul.
Give us the boil.
One for me. I am slain.
Oh, what a poison!
I follow thee. The rest is silence.
We shall do it backwards!
Wait, what?
Backwards!
No, we don't know it backwards.
We're dead! Yeah. Backwards. You guys want to see it, right?
Silence is the rest. Thee follow I.
Poisoned M.I.O.
Slain, M.I.O.
Foils the Uskiv. Gain the Hamlet. I is this.
Oh, earthy in her lay.
Sweet, that is sweet!
Earthy a hold.
Queen the Consier. Yorick poor, alas.
Oh, feel you sweet. Mr. Nick might not I very all.
V2 naught or V2. Here out of yet. Horatio, earth and heaven, in things more are there.
Strange is this lord my.
Move!
And mark of estates and rotten is something.
Yesternight, father, your saw, I think I lord my.